Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and a Tale of Tyranny. We resume where we left things off last time, with a bunch of pissed off members of the Scarlet Chorus. Now, I made a boo-boo. I even threw in a funny edit to emphasize the fact that I made a boo-boo with talking to the guy here. We got him to surrender. Then I picked a dialogue option that I thought was saying, hey, you guys can go free, meaning his bodyguards, but it meant all three of them. And then Barrick opened his mouth and was like, wait, we shouldn't let him go. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Dude, surrender. You other people go. And then it failed the lie check that we passed earlier. So we killed him. And that wasn't what we were supposed to do, apparently. But part of me doesn't care. Because we don't get along with the Scarlet Chorus. You know? We're going to go to this remote settlement. This isn't the fastest of all routes, but that's where we're going. I still think that doing this Echo Call Crossing quest is like the main quest. So we're trying to knock out all the side quests first. We've received a message. Satu, perhaps your continued and faithful service shall remind the Archons of their duties to the Overlord. One can hope. May fortune favor your endeavor. Tunon, the Adjudicator. Archon of Justice. Oh. Okay, we can't respond. That's fine. You know? So last time we struggled quite a bit.
Right.
What's going on here? I don't even remember when we're here. But we struggled quite a bit keeping everyone alive. Ooh, I discovered a new spell when I was messing with stuff. We gave it to Lantry. Look at this. The Surge of Glory. It's an AoE buff that gives 30% damage for 20 seconds and 2 resolve. That's nuts. I mean, the damage part. I don't really care about the resolve part. So we have that to buff everyone. We still have the other version. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is it dumb to give him a shield? I don't know, because he's dead a lot. So can we throw a shield here? Is this silly? I don't think so. I'm tired of him being dead, honestly. He dies all the time. Uh-oh. As you step into the center of the village, you feel as if you are being watched from all angles. The distant patter of feet echo off the walls of the small and seemingly deserted village. I am Fatebinder Satu. I've come to discuss your conscription into the chorus. Cooperate, and you won't die. The wooden beams on the rooftop of the north creaks under someone's weight. A tree rustles behind you. I've come to offer you redemption with the Scarlet Chorus. I'm doing my best to try and save you all. Feel free to help me with that endeavor. A voice bellows from the rooftop with a cackle. Go home to your overlords. That doesn't sound good. No, not good. Sorry, friend, but you won't be leaving here in one piece. We'll send your head back north. I want your folks to see what happens to those who invade our lands. Yep, we failed. It's fine. Buff. Attacking. Okay. So we're going to basically go this way. So we're going to set the buff here. We're going to put the targeted buff on Verse, because she dies all the time. We're going to shoot this guy. Passage of Hours. Okay. And you, what are you going to do? I guess we're going to try and interrupt this person. I don't know if it's going to work, though.
Send them at me in waves.
I think it worked. Okay. Can we get a taunt? Now, I'm afraid that Lantry is going to be targeted with crap. But here's a great opportunity to use our new buff. I love using new buffs. New buffs are great. We could attempt a petrification. Oh, we're taunting right now, so don't do that. We aren't really focusing anyone, so we're going to just give it a boop. Satu is stuck. Now we give it a boot.
Get back here.
Good buffs. Lantry is being targeted once again, but I think his new shield is coming in handy.
Right.
What the? It's okay. We're fine. I'm gonna get on this caster with Satu though. And we're gonna send Verse up. She's gonna go toe-to-toe with this guy. Do we need to get out of this poison? Is it, like, bad? It kind of looks bad, if I'm being honest. So we're gonna bring Lantry over here. Get some assistance. Get some healing on yourself. I got rid of all my single target spells, though, on Satu, which is kind of problematic. We got a big heal on Lantry. That's good, that's good, that's good. We are just continuing to hit here. Iron Storm. Swords and javelins emerge from Barrack's armor and fly into a cloud above the Fatebinder. These weapons begin to rain down in a storm on the fiber, damaging enemies nearby. That would have been good to use earlier. It's okay. Reverse got knocked down. I think she can beat that archer. That seems like a doable thing. Lantry is taking so much damage. Again, I wish his cooperative ability affected him. What are you doing, Satu? Please keep punching. You gotta punch harder, Santo. This guy is killing Lantry.
I got it.
No, don't let it heal. Yes. No healing allowed. He's trying to flee. He's getting a ton of disengage procs. Barrack. Verse, we want to try and use this knockdown. It is a cooperative ability, so Santo needs to get her butt over here. Oh, Lantry. You lived much longer than usual, though. I'm proud of you. So I think the shield was a good call. It was a great call, in fact. I'm going to go ahead and just say that. It was the best call we've made so far. I did have another plan, but it wasn't really, usable here. Flicking the bronze tip of her blade, a Scarlet Fury strolls into view with a smug smile, flanked by an entourage of soldiers. Not bad. I've had piled the same number of corpses in half the sword strokes, but, well, where are my manners? One ought not to criticize help so generously given. She sweeps her arms wide in an exaggerated, mocking bow. You've my deepest and sincerest gratitude for gutting those Vendrian pissants in my place. You're welcome. Though I came here to recruit for the course, slaughter wasn't my intention. We already got what we needed, the willing ones. She points to several of the armed fighters at her side. We were hoping a different face might convince the remainder to join us, but alas, well, can't win them all, can you? Yet I seem to have killed all your would-be conscripts. Apologies. She shrugs with a smirk. These things happen. Look, you've done us a favor, and it was a real pleasure watching you fight. We'll clean up here. The Fury nods briskly. For a short instant is sincere as she addresses you. I do thank you for your assistance, Fatebinder. We could have been very aggressive against her, but because we're already kind of on unfriendly terms with the Scarlet Chorus, I think it's best if we try to be friendly. Just a little bit, you know? I can't say I'm a fan of the way the Scarlet Chorus does things, though. Which is kind of why we're favoring the disfavored, which is ironic, I get it. We're favoring the disfavored even though we shouldn't be, really. Like, Tunon's adjudicators are supposed to be impartial, if that's even possible. Do I just give you strength? Might. I want to increase your finesse, but as well as increasing worn armor's chances to reduce a hit time. Nah, we'll go finesse. Just always finesse. Never ask questions, just go finesse. I don't know if that's true, don't take that advice seriously. Where's the one where Barrett can engage multiple people? Here we go. This was amazing in Pillars of Eternity, being able to engage multiple enemies, so hopefully it's just as good here. I'm basically basing everything off of my experience in Pillars of Eternity, so
Right.
I hope that's not completely inaccurate. Do I have to go turn these quests in? No. Maybe. Return to Death Knell. Oh. Okay. Explore the Echo Calling. Return to the Disfavored Camp. The Battle of Echo Call. This is the primary quest. I knew it! So we're going to go to the camps first. And then go to the Echo Call. It's a lot of traveling. I think that's what we're going to do. So go to this favorite camp, and then sweep around. You're following the road through an expanse of scrubby woodlands, crooked oaks and dry, needled pines grasping towards the sky, when you catch the sound of children's laughter filtering through the trees. Let's investigate. Abandoning the road, you make your way to a small tributary of the Matanai sneaking through the sparse forest. There you discover a group of 4 youths gathered beside the small stream. 2 of the children sit on the rocks, poles in hand, staring patiently at the water. The other 2 are seated near a bucket, taking turns whacking eels along the ground to stun them and carve up eel meat. We can threaten them? What good is that going to do? Well, it gives me athletic points, so let's do it. We're going to attempt to threaten the children. You gain favor with Bled and Mark. Who's that? You crash out of the woods, stomping on the dry branches and striking your hands against your chest. You shout at the children, calling up the specters of Kryos, Tunon, and Bleden Mark. The kids scream and scramble, dashing into the undergrowth, and leaving behind their basket of caught eels. You collect the slimy haul and return to the road, confident in your evening's repast. That's just kind of rude. So, Bleden Mark is Kryos' knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. He reports to Dunon the Adjudicator, serving in his capacity as the final word to those who hold Kryos' law in contempt. Few know the origin of the Archon of Shadows, or how Kryos maintains a hold on him, I'm assuming. Maintains a hold on him, yeah, that's right. Those who anger the Archon never live long past sunset. Huh. Ooh, we're well fed. I could have used that a while ago. Not gonna lie. Oh well. I think that buff goes away once we rest, which we should rest before the main quest because we have 2 wounds.
I got it.
But, you know, we'll see. Can I loot this? Aha!
Ah, got it.
Staggering Burn. Huh. Remove a random hostile effect. Could be good. I think we have some more loot opportunities in the camp. Who are we returning to here? This guy. Yee. What up, bro? I did as you asked. With all due respect, our cohorts have proven themselves against these apex fools time and time again. What can your Earthshakers do other than get in the way? I don't want to be here, Sevius, and my orders don't involve proving our value to you. If the Great General doesn't want magic on his side, then he can order us to stand down and sit this one out. I don't question what your mages bring to the table, Hellspar, but I have my reservations about your leaders. Why couldn't Radix show up to the siege himself? If he has more pressing issues than the state of the conquest, I should like to hear about it from his mouth. If Radix is not inclined to help, perhaps a next of kin might take his place? Already received the Emerald Ring. I hate to upset the chain of command during a time of war. Perhaps Radix's brothers can convince him to remember his duty, Fatebinder. Oh, Fatebinder, I thank you for the part of you played. You didn't have to risk yourself, but you did so all the same. Nice. Punctuation is important. Satu has gained a rank. What are we doing? Spell magic? Spell strength? Wits? Health seems good. That's not health, this is health. Health seems good. I mean, Satu hasn't been dying. She has Warrior's Resolve, which we barely ever use because she's not dying. Lantry's the one dying all the time. Let's go Might. Attack and ability strength. Yep. We could probably go back and forth between might and wits. Probably throw in some health now and then. Okay, leadership. This is what we're looking at. We did put 1 point here. We could get an additional spell slot, which would be amazing. But... meh. We could get a prone ability. Oh, prones are good. We only have one of those at the moment. Dual wield mastery. Oh, no. Team. I have to go down this tree. While wielding a melee weapon, sometimes riposte miss melee attacks. Also gain bonus accuracy when wielding a weapon with nothing in your off. Yeah. I remember reading about this. What did I read about it? That this is really good. The fact we aren't going to be getting the accuracy bonus, but does that matter? Sometimes riposte miss melee attacks. That seems good. Oh no. Let's get dual wield mastery. Oh, I'm going greedy. We should have gone... I need leadership, but I need to hit things harder. If Satu can kill things faster, maybe Lantry won't die all the time. Also, I'm hesitant to drink or rest now. Because even though these two have 1 wound each, it is 1 wound, right? Yeah. They also have plus 30 endurance defense and increased potion effectiveness. That's pretty good. That's pretty good buff. I'm going to need more healing pots. Oh, I'm going to stop too, that's why. Wait a minute. You have 3, you have 1. We're going to give Verse another 1 and keep 3 on Lantry, because Lantry goes through them like he's addicted. There's a joke there. They didn't call us high elves for no reason. He's not a high elf, though. Which kind of kills the joke, but, you know. Okay, so what are these consumables? That's what I was looking for. Invisibility, meh. Defense against paralyzed, burning, frozen. Armor stolen for 75 seconds. Elemental barrier was strong, I think. Target on weapon crits. So that's probably good for Satu, right? Vitality and might. I might give that to Verse. I mean, Verse already has a consumable of some kind, right? What do you got? Enraged Affliction. 5 might. We'll give it to Santo. She doesn't have anything. She needs to beat people up. Immune to engagement, move speed, quickness, dodge. Well. Another thing we didn't look at in a while is Verse has stances. We're using the 20 dodge right now. I think I need to keep that. Yeah. Alright.
Will do.
Let's go loot. We didn't loot everything in the camp. Because I didn't know what these stupid symbols meant, but now I do. Because I'm
practice, but
smart.
I'll try.
You didn't even do it. I have all the subterfuge here. I am the subterfuge master. What's this? Grain. I like how eating raw grain gives you like 1.25 vitality. That doesn't seem like something that would happen in real life. Real life in a fantasy game. Good job. Me. Is this my tent or is there something to loot here? Not seeing anything. Got the typical climber of the military camp, yeah. Well, if it isn't the Fatebinder, what can we do for you? I'd like training on Lantry. Nah. I mean, I guess it's just going to use one-handed weapons. Ooh, we can train Satu even more. Oh, we can train everyone more. Good. Do I want to train Parry? One parry. You also get one parry. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Spam that training.
Will do.
I think parry is going to be really effective for dual wield, but we will see. Man, I didn't loot anything. Terrible at reading the map. Ooh, a shield. That's probably better for Lantry, actually, than the giant one that he has at the moment. But, I mean, he seemed to do fine, right? Alright, let's head to the Scarlet Chorus camp and get yelled at. I mean, it was inevitable, right? We did screw up. I mean, we killed the dude, so... Ultimately, victory was ours. Ooh, it's nighttime. Armor can never reduce damage below 1. Okay. I mean, I'd rather take 1 damage than whatever I'm taking now.
On it.
It's a lot more than 1. We have so much to loot here as well. We need to talk to... Who are we talking to? Death Knell. Fatebinder. Death Knell nods in your direction. Now, what do you need? You've got some explaining to do, Fury. I don't appreciate being used. The Fury doesn't even try to hide her glee, openly cackling and clutching at her belly. You have my gratitude for rooting out the Oathbreakers? Oh, come on now. Don't take it personal, Binder. I knew a fighter like you could hold your own against grim odds. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on her. Should I punch her? Nah. You knowingly put a member of Tunam's court in danger. I assure you, this is no laughing matter. You can see the Fury's eyes from beneath her mask become tight slits that twitch with anger. I'm reminded how humorless Fatebinders can be. She sheathes and unsheaths her sword, playing with it out of habit. She shrugs, completely unconcerned, tosses it in your hand. Take it as a compliment. You're right. I don't find being nearly killed all that funny. But I'll let you slide just this once. She bows deeply, gesturing broadly and overly dramatically. I'll try to be more accommodating next time, Fatebinder. Those weren't necessarily options I wanted. I kind of wanted to play along with her. But I felt like punching her wasn't going to do a very good job. This is a terrible weapon. I should have told her that her weapon was cramp. Purifying. Immune to poison. Huh. Regenerating? Oh, yeah. I mean, I should probably give this to someone who dies all the time. But it seems pretty good to me. Well, this is minor accuracy. What's with you getting a special weapon, Verse? Both of her weapons are special. I feel cheated. We gave him Seeker, right? Yeah, but I don't want him running. I feel like he was trying to use ranged attacks, and that's not going to fly. It can make you immune to poison, why not? Actually, this bronze axe is better. I think hitting is more important than anything. I love accuracy. Accuracy is great.
Will do.
That wasn't the most exciting dialogue of all time. Maybe I should have just punched her. I mean, at this point, the Scarlet Chorus already dislikes me. So why not just go all the way in, you know? New campfire. We haven't used one yet. Oh, we did use one, but we immediately recovered it. So that's a thing. We haven't had to sell for our... for anything yet, actually.
Can't do that.
Yes, you can. Did you have anything of interest? Oh. Baz was acting if he felt strange. Reg. Yeah. Reg rubs his shoulder nervously. Ever since the Fatebinder spoke Kryos' Edict, I felt like bugs were crawling under my skin. They noticed you approach with mixed expression. Ah, didn't see you there, Fatebinder. So, anything we can do for you? No. I thought you were the merchant. The heck are these? That's creepy. Wait, who are you? A young woman stands flanked by a pair of soldiers. The ornate headdress cresting her brow lends her otherwise small figure an intimidating aspect. From gear to gown, everything about her starkly contrasts the wretched state of the camp. She looks both at ease and uncomfortable, composed in her element and completely unsure. She turns to you.
Greetings, worm.
What? Her voice takes you off guard. It is bare of any inflection and yet full of beautiful music. If you didn't know, you would guess that she is actively suppressing or modulating her vocal tone. You look familiar. Have we met? Seiran is the Archon of Song, and the youngest Archon sent to conquer the Tears. Young and inexperienced Seiran is sworn to the voices of Nerat, who uses her power to charm and manipulation to swell the ranks of the Scarlet Chorus. Got it.
You don't know me, little worm? I am Seiran, and my degenerate allies have the pleasure of calling me the Archon of Song.
You hear the distant peal of a bell in her laugh. She regards you for a moment with dim interest.
And you are Tunon's Fatebinder. What brings you here to the middle of the battlefield? Did Kryos send you to shame Ash and Nerat into action?
Yeah.
Ash certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back, if only to distract him from his problem.
She purses her lip in thought.
But Nerat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he?
What are you suggesting about Nerat? What? Oh, never mind. There isn't anything interesting happening in camp, and the solitude is making me paranoid. Nerat is the Archon of Secrets. I'm sure he has one or two he isn't sharing with everyone.
I can't be expected to keep track of all his comings and goings, his plans and secret meetings, his betrayals.
She trails off and stands in thought for a moment.
Anyway, we have a more important matter to deal with. There is something you can do to assist me.
I missed one of the side quests. Oh. From the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning her head away from Seiran. Seiran's mouth opens a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating, entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of the camp, until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
What are you trying to do to me? The ruby headpiece on her brow flashes, as if in warning. Let's use our lore.
Really? That's it? How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose, though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort.
She sighs and gives a sheepish smile.
I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're more nuisance than help. I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder.
Not as powerful as you imagine yourself to be, are you?
I said dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me.
This time her voice takes on a different quality. It screeches like a piece of flint stuck in a grinding wheel. You can hear it down to your toes, and you want nothing more than to make a hasty exit before the Archon inflicts more of her terrifying song.
For the love of Kryos! That was the Archon of Song in the flesh!
Darting his head for a furtive look back at Seiran, Lantry sighs in awe. Keep walking, best not to offend her.
Quite right. Now's not the time to trouble her with 1,000 questions. Another time, perhaps.
I would love to talk to Lantry, because I need to learn the
Right.
Sigil of Life. Lantry stops his stride, darting his hands about his bandolier and belt as he softly mouths off a mental inventory of his inks and quills. When at last assured his possessions are in place, he looks up at you with a smile. What might I do for you? Tell me about your magic, please. Oh, I don't much like to brag about things like that. Can you teach me anything? Sure, I can show you how to blend your own inks, train birds to think you're their mom, how to turn a goat into parchment. But I'm sure you'd prefer to learn some magic. If the school of ink and quill still mattered, I might be more tight-lipped, but if we're going to travel together, you should know how to mend wounds, especially if I'm killed. I know the Edict still looms, but if you have a few hours, I could show you the basics of healing magic, or at least how I learned it. I would be honored to know a little of what you know. Butter him up a little bit so he teaches as well. Rummaging through his satchels, The sage produces a long quill and a crumpled piece of parchment. With 7 quick strokes of the quill, he inks a pattern on the page. We'll start with first principles. When mending wounds and easing pain, we invoke the magic of the orphan midwife, Archon of Rebirth. By invoking her sigil, we channel her mastery, however briefly, through our hands. Now trace the sigil following the lines in order I sketched them. Ooh, War Mage. Gain minor loyalty and minor fear. Let's use our War Mage. This is the first time we've gotten. So follow along. Trust me, I'm a natural with this sort of thing. Youth and confidence. Where you find one, you often find the other. And let me tell you one thing I know for sure. Hubris and magic don't mix. Still, if you're eager to learn, that's music to my ears. Since this isn't your first cantrip, I'll move a little quickly, but I think you can keep up. Lantry walks you through the countless repetitions of the signing the mystic sigil. For hours you wave your hand in the air to no effect, until at last, you sign the pattern in the air and feel a rush of power through your veins. And so you need to heal pain as opposed to purge an infection. Oh, if you need to heal pain as opposed to purge an infection, you move your hand like so. But you know, that's enough for now. I think the rest you can figure out on your own. Alright. We'll talk more later. Thanks, bro. Indeed, I have a finite appetite for discussing myself, and I'm more than sated. Let us press onward. So we now can manipulate the Sigil of Life. The main reason I wanted to do this is because we couldn't augment his spell, and I think it's in desperate need of augmentation. Plus 5% health. Oh. That's not good. This is way better. Intensity requires exactly 55 health. Was that a 6% increase? Is that worth it? You don't need accuracy increase. I wanted range increase. So it goes from 2 to 4. I think I need to give the heal to... Do I cut the lightning for this? I mean, I like Icicle Storm. Why does Fulmination do so much more damage, though? Each hit pierces the target's armor and deals frost damage. Charging enemies with shock vulnerability. Following the final waves, unleash all contained energy upon foes in a violent surge of power. I mean, that just sounds cool. But this is armor piercing. Armor pen 5. No armor pen. I still feel like this is better. We can toy with it, right? So we'll use Restoring Touch. Oops. We'll remove Icicle for now. And then we'll put in a heal. No, give it. We don't want this. Go away. Go away. There we go. Power and that. For Lantry, can we just put power on it? Yes. There we go. Alright. We can finally augment the Sigil of Life. Which ones are we missing? Is it just Atrophy now? Which ironically is the one that I want the most. That's fine. Let's check out this merchant. What do you got? Ooh, a Ripper. What is this? A one-handed and thrown weapon. Bronze dagger. Ooh, this is just a better dagger. You convinced me. Where's my stuff? Let me sell all my junk. All my junk in the trunk. Well, the sound cut out, so this is awkward. How you guys doing? You having a good day? I hope you're having a great day. I don't really say that very often, but I always do hope everyone that comes to my channel is having a grand experience with life. And if they're not, I hope that I help make it a little better. Because that's what helped me. Alright. Bronze dagger. Yes, freaking please. And you have nothing else really that I want. What does the Scarlet Potion do again? Poisons. Huh. We'll buy one of these. 2 of these, why not? Because Verse has a few of these. We can just compound it, you know? Give her a few more. Make her feel like we're giving her something. There. Better dagger. Yes. I really enjoy having a dagger in the offhand. Because accuracy is amazing. Okay. Let's go this way.
That.
Yes, you can. It turns out we didn't miss a side quest. Because the Archon of Song didn't want to do anything with me. Maybe because we called her out for being awful. But hey. When you're the best, you get to call out others. A fish. Well, that's grand.
Can't do that.
I don't have enough subterfuge for this. Are you serious? Wow. What is my subterfuge? How do I... 42, I'm 5 away. Ah. A goal for us to try and remember. We also have to remember that this dude is going to be teaching us some form of magic once the edict is lifted. I have to remember to come back here. But I think that's going to do it for today. We finished up all the side quests, except for the one that's in the Echo Call area. And we learned a little bit about fighting. We did better. We did better. We're learning. I actually have another plan to help out that I didn't talk about earlier, but it's having just Lantry and Stealth while we engage. And then once all of the enemies are tangled up, Lantry pops out and gives us assistance. I think that's an ideal way to play Lantry, but we can test that next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. And look forward to the continuation of our Tale of Tyranny next time, where we complete, well, progress the main quest line. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.